Hey friend, it is Brandon Gustafson with BrandonGustafson.com here to do another live coaching session with you today. I'm going to be off the camera this time because I am headed out of town for a business trip for one of my assisted living facilities, but still wanted to get this coaching session in for you. We are here looking at ChatGPT. Before we get into the topic though, which is how to use, how to kind of set up the rules that you need for your custom instructions to help you out in your venture with ChatGPT. I wanted to remind you to get over to the website at brandongustafson.com/ChatGPT. You can get access to our awesome kind of top 10 tips for professionals and how to use ChatGPT more effectively. With that said, let's get into the topic of today. We're going to be getting into, and the tutorial of today, we're going to get into custom instructions here in ChatGPT. I'm not going to get really deep and type out a whole bunch of stuff for you. I'll do that on my own time, but wanted to do a deeper dive in what custom instructions mean inside of ChatGPT so that you know how to better use this tool. So right here at the top, and you can see these are just quick context. See, this is 0 of 1500. That means that's how many characters that you have. So if I start typing, you can see that it starts getting in there and getting a bigger thing. This down here is actually a plugin that I use. It's called Grammarly, and you can do that. They have a free version of it, but they also have a paid version. But it helps you out with your grammar as you're going through things, punctuation, changing the structure of sentences, and those types of things. I found it to be really helpful and useful. And if you just get the free version, it's not going to cost you anything. So it's a really cool tool. But this is not a feature of ChatGPT. Just wanted to make sure that that is there. You can also hide the tips right here, so you can show them or hide them. You're going to have the same thing down here. And these are just the tips and prompts that ChatGPT is giving you as you get into this. I'm going to leave them up for us in this tutorial, but just want to let you know you can turn those off if you would like to. Down here, this is enable for new chats. So this is every time you want to bring in a new chat, you can have these instructions, the context of what you're doing, be kind of the instructions that is given to ChatGPT so that it can work with you towards giving you the correct types of responses that you want. Now, I mentioned this in the previous video. I like to do this anyways and kind of go through this with people so that they or not with people, sorry, with ChatGPT every time I start a new chat. So it has the context of what we're going to be talking about in this chat. It helps me define that a little bit more specifically because in general, I like to have chats that are specific to the different businesses that I have or different conversations, different types of conversations that I have. This, and I would suggest that you do that as well in your chats, even if you use these custom instructions. So just kind of wanted to give you an overview of what that looks like and how that's going to work for you here as well. Um, but it's a really helpful tool, and you can always just turn it off if you don't want it on there. And then up here, this is just info. We can learn more about custom instructions and how they're used to help ChatGPT provide better responses. If you want to click on there more, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that. You definitely have enough time to do that on your own as you get into this. But let's give it a little bit of context here. So, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses? So, I'm going to give it a simple response here. I am a business owner of 2 assisted living facilities and the facilities. One of the facilities is in Utah, or not Utah. I live in Utah. It is in Colorado, and the other is in Idaho. I live in Utah. Uh, so you want to kind of give it some of that information. So where am I based? What do I do for work? So I've given it that. What are your hobbies and interests? For me, as a person that's using this for a business, I'm not going to put in my hobbies and interests. I don't think it's going to benefit me. What subjects can you talk about for a few hours? And I can talk about healthcare data. I could talk about businesses, online businesses. I could talk about those types of things all the time. I really could. I'm not going to put that in here. I don't think it's relevant to what I'm trying to do. And then what are some goals that I have? This is a good one for in here. My goals with these assisted living facilities are to expand our portfolio portfolio of facilities in Idaho. We want to add three, that's, I would say 5 to 10 facilities in the next 3 years. Okay, so I'm going to give it some context here, and you can see like I've got a decent amount of information in here. It's about 300 words, so I can't put a ton of stuff in here, but I can put things in here. You can structure it the way that you need to, and really get into it. And what you need to remember though is this is a general thing for custom instructions, and it's not going to be giving you just all of the thing. It's not going to hold everything accountable. I'll quickly give you a shot here of what Grammarly looks like. I can hover over that. It says I need a comma there. And let's see, my goal with these assisted rather than goals. And then this is changed to an is living facilities is to expand our portfolio. Okay, there we go. So down here into the how would I like ChatGPT to respond, this is where when I'm setting chats up inside of ChatGPT, I really like to have it have a tone, and you can actually have it do like tones of different people. Like I've heard people have it do a tone of Bill Nye the Science Guy, for example. So you could put in here. So I want the responses to my business inquiries to be professional but understandable in areas where I am asking for legal documents such as policies and procedures. I would like you to have a professional legal tone to your responses. Okay. How do I want to be addressed? I don't know that I care, but you can address me as Brandon. I like in-depth responses so that I can review and edit as needed. However, at times I like to see bullet points. Okay. Should ChatGPT have options and topics, opinions? Please remain. I want it to be neutral in your responses. Okay, so I'm going to put something like that, and just to show you how this works, I'm going to come into ChatGPT. I've actually never tried this, so let's see how it works. Where do I own my assisted living facilities? Let's see. Yep, so there you go. See, it took the information there that I had put into, oops, not that one, into the custom instructions, and now it has that information in here, and I could get into doing a lot of these things. So the more that you feed instructions into ChatGPT, the more likely it is that it's going to give you the information that you need to help you be successful with what you're trying to do. So I hope this information was helpful to you as you're kind of trying to figure out ChatGPT, how to use it. This has been kind of a really in-depth understanding of how to use the custom instructions inside of ChatGPT. I might build this out a little bit more as we go along, or I'll probably just show you how I would introduce a different type of a chat here in ChatGPT. We're going to get into one where it's a small business. I'm going to be getting into how to use it as a spouse, as a parent, and those types of things. So if you have a topic that you would really like me to dive into in one of these and show you how you can use it, make sure you comment that down below. This is going to help me build out the next piece of content in what we're doing. If you are interested in learning more, make sure you get over to brandongustafson.com/chatgpt. I'll put that over down into the description of the video as well, so you can get notified, and make sure you get subscribed and ring the bell so you get notified every time we go live on one of these coaching sessions. Excited to continue working with you, help you through your process, because here at Brandon Gustafson, we are here to help you transform your life your way with personal development designed specifically for you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.